Hello, good afternoon. Have you ever had an invoice and a credit memo of the same amount, and they show up on your aged invoice report as they do here? If we look at ComRoo, the computer room supply store, we have an invoice and we have a credit, and they're just on the aging, they're open invoices. We want to apply them against each other so that they get removed from our aged invoice report so we can clean. And you can also, if you were to pull up the vendor, you could see them on the vendor record. So how do we apply these invoices against each other and remove? So the first step is to go to here, manual check and payment entry. So we go to check number, and in Sage, you always have to have the first three characters be APP, which stands for apply. This way it tells the system that you're applying invoices and it'll be a $0 entry. Okay, and then the next three is up to you. Today we're just going to say 999. And when you tab out of the check number square, you will see the check amount is automatically grayed out. So let's go look at our vendor, computer room supply store, and we'll go to the lines. When you're at the lines tab, if you click on this icon with the gold bar across it, we can select our invoices. So if you click on it by holding down the control key, you can highlight both of the invoices, hit OK, and you see that they both come into this payment entry screen. So we've got our invoice, our open invoice, and our open credit memo. They come out to 0. You can check the distribution balance. Simply accept that, and then let's go through the posting process. So you can see here we have a net distribution of 0, and we are applying on this a payment of APP 999. We're applying invoice 68124 to the credit memo. And you can see that it is a net 0 transaction to the AP account since we're writing off a debit and a credit. So let's go ahead and update the register. And we can go ahead and say yes here, totally unnecessary, but just to show you that when we go to post it to the GL, we're going to see that the file is empty, and that's because it's a $0 transaction. Okay, so now we've posted it. Let's go take a look at, for one, the vendor record. You can see here before the transaction we had a balance, and now you can see that since it's a $0 balance, it does not show up on the computer room supply store record anymore. There's a setting in AP setup that I said I do not want to see $0 invoices, so you can see they were removed from here. Let's go run our aged invoice report, and then as we look at the report when it comes up, you can see that computer room does not have any records, and we've cleaned up our AP invoices or AP aged invoice report. So if you're ever going through and you want to clean up, you've got a big aged invoice report, go through, take the time to apply your credit memos to your open invoices just to get that clutter out of the way so you can get a better picture of your AP invoice. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for taking the time. Thanks for stopping in.